Good morning, everyone. I just want to get on really quickly. I won't be on long. Just to say, well, first of all, have a great day. If you're going out into the world to do any errands or whatever, be kind. People are feeling, pretty frazzled these days. So let's just, be kind and be aware of the struggle, right? But beyond that, I had a client come to me recently, and there had been some infidelity in their relationship, and she said, like, I'm still so angry. And it had been a year since they decided, it had been over a year since it happened, but a year since they decided to like really work on their relationship. But when I asked what sort of work her partner was doing to help repair the betrayal trauma, she was like, well, I always know where he is. He checks in with me. Like I can check his phone, that sort of thing. And I'm like, okay, well, that's great and all, but you've added an element to your relationship that didn't exist before because of the betrayal. And so what is he doing to repair the betrayal? Well, he's apologized, and like, he's just being more attentive and all that. And I'm like, again, though, like that's how you repair a relationship that's rocky and that, needs some attention. That's not necessarily repairing the betrayal. And the only way that I know that or can think of to do that repair is that it's not enough, because some things you can just say, I'm really sorry, I messed up and I won't do it again. And it's much easier to move on because, it doesn't hurt quite as deep. But I think with infidelity, it hits different, and the work has to be different because it's such, most people, unless they're consciously non-monogamous and in open relationships or whatever, if they don't necessarily believe in monogamy, then, maybe the cheating is not that morally wrong for them. However, most people who have chosen monogamy will say that morally they believe that cheating is wrong. And then when they cheat, there's no work done to sort of understand, like, how did I go against my own morals? How did I break a moral code that I had, like, or that I said that I had? And so without that kind of work done by the person who did the cheating, it's really hard for the person who was cheated on to then trust again, to buy in again, like to recommit to that level of trust. And it has shaken the very foundation of the relationship. And I think without that kind of repair, if you show up in a session with me and you're like, I don't know what to do with this anger. We can work on that anger. However, I think unless some real key things change in the relationship, that anger is actually probably natural and will continue to exist on some level unless some other things change. Does that make sense? So yeah, I thought I wanted to just get on and share that really quickly to give you something to think about. Like, what do you think about that? Feel free to comment below. It's something that I feel strongly about. Like, I feel like if we're really going to talk about repairing a relationship, then the person who did the cheating needs to do more than just apologize and be more accountable or more trackable. Like, I think that adds a layer to the relationship that's not necessarily as healthy as actually dealing with the why. Why did you go against your own morals and beliefs around monogamy? Why did you break that code within yourself And until a person understands that and does the work around that, I just don't know how much reassurance they can give their partner whom they betrayed. So that's just my thought. I'd love to hear what you think. Feel free to share. If you don't feel comfortable sharing publicly, feel free to reach out to me privately. And if you need some help, I do help people with the anger. It's not like I would, go into a session with someone and be like, well, no, that anger is good. Let's just, fuel that or whatever. But to deal with, the feelings and what is being triggered for them and how to sort of resource themselves through that kind of heartbreak, I can help with that. But I really do think that, long term, your partner needs to be looking at doing some real deep internal work themselves, so that as a couple, you can do some work to repair and build communication and all that stuff. Okay? Thanks, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.